All right, good morning, Freedom Achievers. Today's message is extra special. This isn't just another Monday. It's Veterans Day weekend, and it's time to pause, reflect, and honor those who raised their right hand and swore an oath to defend something way bigger than themselves. As a proud Marine, this day always hits different, especially the 250th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. And I think about the men and women I served with, the memories, the sacrifices, the discipline, the good days, the bad days, the lessons that will shape who I am forever and shaped who I am today. But I also think about what those lessons taught me about life, about the uniform, about leadership, about business, about family, about perseverance. You see, you don't have to wear the uniform to have this warrior mindset. You don't have to serve in the military to live by the principles of honor, discipline, and service. Because whether you're a real estate agent, an entrepreneur, a parent, a coach, a community leader, those same principles can guide you to win in life and business. And that's what we're going to talk about today. How to live, work, and lead with a warrior mindset. And why that mindset might be exactly what you need right now. Let's start with honor. In the military, honor means doing what's right, especially when no one's watching. It's integrity, it's accountability, it's pride in your word and your actions. When you said you'd show up, you showed up. When you made a promise, you followed through. When you made a mistake, you owned it. And I think that's something that our world, especially our industry, needs more today than ever. In real estate, in business, in leadership, too many people want the reward without the responsibility. Too many want the recognition without the reputation. Too many want to look successful before they become honorable. But here's the truth. You can fake success for a season, but you can't fake honor. And the people you lead, the clients you serve, they know the difference. If you want to build something that lasts, build it in honor. Be the agent who tells the truth, even when it costs you a deal. Be the entrepreneur who stands by their values, even when it slows you down. Be the leader who makes decisions from integrity and not ego, because honor always wins in the long game. The second value is discipline. Every Marine, soldier, sailor, airman will tell you discipline beats motivation every single time. Motivation is fleeting. It's emotional. It's unreliable. You won't always wake up fired up to make calls. You won't always feel like you want to go to the gym. You won't always want to put in that extra hour of follow-up or that late night prep for a presentation. But discipline gets you there anyway. It's not about how you feel. It's about what you've committed to. And here's the difference between average and elite. Average people rely on motivation. Elite people rely on discipline. That's how Marines operate. That's how champions and championships operate. That's how top producers operate in your industry. You want to grow your business? Stop waiting to feel like it. Build a system, stick to your schedule, and keep your promises to yourself. Because if you can't lead your own calendar, then you can't lead your clients, your team, or your business. Discipline is freedom. The structure you resist is the structure that saves you. Write that down. The third value is service. The entire foundation of military life is built on service. Serving your country, serving your brothers and sisters beside you, serving the mission. And in business, the exact same rule applies. When you lead with service, you'll never lack success. Service isn't about just doing your job. It's about how you do it. It's about putting others before yourself. It's about caring enough to listen, to educate, to help, to guide. In real estate, service means helping families beyond their dreams. In leadership, service means helping your team grow into who they're meant to be. In life, service means helping people, even when they can't do anything for you in return. If you want to stand out in your market, stop chasing commission and start chasing contribution. Because when people know your heart, They'll follow your hustle. And here's a secret. The more people you serve, the more opportunities will flow your way. The next principle I want to touch on is adaptability. If you've ever served in the military, you already know nothing goes according to plan. You train for one mission and the entire situation changes in seconds. You prepare for one path and suddenly the weather, the intel, or the terrain forces you to improvise. It's the same in business. Markets shift, interest rates rise, deals fall apart, clients back out. And if you're not adaptable, you break. If you're flexible, though, if you stay calm under pressure, if you can pivot instead of panic, then no matter what happens, you stay in control. That's what that warrior mindset is all about. Not being fearless, but being prepared. You don't control the battlefield. You control the way you fight. So when challenges come this week, and they will, don't fold. Don't complain. Don't say, it's not fair. Adjust, adapt, execute. That's what professionals do. And finally, let's talk about brotherhood and teamwork. In the Marines, we had a saying, no one fights alone. If your brother fell, you picked him up. If you were tired, you still carried your pack, and sometimes theirs too, because you knew someone was counting on you. You belong to something bigger than yourself. That's what business should feel like. That's what leadership should look like. In real estate, we forget this. We get territorial. We compete against each other instead of collaborating with each other. We guard our ideas like we invented real estate. But the truth is, no one wins alone. Your relationships, your alliances, your partnerships, those are your greatest assets. The people in your circle will determine your ceiling. So build your tribe, support others, share knowledge, and lift as you climb. Because success without service is selfish, and freedom without brotherhood is empty. So here's your challenge this week, Freedom Achievers. Pick one warrior value: honor, discipline, service, adaptability, or brotherhood. Write it down and put it somewhere you'll see it every single day. Then ask yourself each morning, how will I live in this value today? If you pick honor, show up early, tell the truth, keep your word. If you pick discipline, follow your plan even when you don't feel like it. If you pick service, do something kind without expecting anything back. And if you pick adaptability, roll with the punches and find the opportunity in chaos. If you pick brotherhood, check on someone, encourage someone, lift someone else up, edify them. Live that value every single day this week and watch how it transforms the way you show up for your business and your life. Folks, I want to end this with a thought. Freedom isn't free. Not in this country, not in business, and not in life. Freedom is earned through commitment, courage, and consistency. The same way our veterans fought for our country, you've got to fight for your future. The same way soldiers protect the mission, you've got to protect your vision. The same way Marines never leave a brother behind, you've got to lift others up as you climb. That's the warrior mindset. That's what leadership looks like. That's what greatness requires. So this week, honor those who served, not just by thanking them, but by living in a way that would make them proud. Live with honor, work with discipline, serve with a heart, adapt with courage, and build your team with loyalty. Because the battles we fight now aren't with weapons, but they're with willpower. And just like Marines say, improvise, adapt, and overcome, that's your mission this week. Now go earn it, and let's go America. Let's go Freedom Achievers. And God bless the United States military. And happy birthday to United States Marine Corps. You guys take care.